Hey guys, it's Andrew Osentowski. I'm here making this video and I'm talking about common mistakes that MMA bettors make when betting on mixed martial arts. And sometimes these mistakes don't surface for, sometimes their mistakes don't have the repercussions for multiple events or months to come. Other times the results of their mistakes are seen right away. And some of these mistakes, guys, would be that I see commonly in the MMA betting community are guys that recommends other people to lay chalk, guys that are risking 5 units on Rafael Fiziev against Dos Anjos. Guys, that's not smart. It's never smart to lay minus 220 odds, minus 200 odds. Those are sucker bets, man. You know, to win at that, you're not going to be able to win long term at those betting odds. So why even do it in the first place? You're setting bad precedent. You're creating bad habits. And if you lose that money, it's going to be ostensibly hard to make up for it, because you don't have the betting principles in place to effectively bet time over time, hand over hand. You're just kind of betting at the whim, and you're laying heavy chalk. You're betting heavy chalk to win a bet, and it's just not smart, man, because statistics will tell you that betting at this price isn't feasible. You're gonna lose money long term. So guys, they try to bet event to event just based off random selections, random picks. They think X guy's gonna win. They feel like minus 200 odds are safe, and they feel like they can get in and get out without getting bit. And it doesn't work like that, guys. Man, you're gonna get bit. Your hand's gonna get bit off here. Maybe even not with the Fiziev pick, some of the other stuff. Or another common thing I see, guys, is guys that don't use effective modeling. They're just they have the right concept as far as they're betting underdogs, but they're betting multiple underdogs with no set rhyme or reason. And they might risk 3 units on each underdog they pick. They might have 3-4 underdogs per event. The high volume, in addition to just random underdog selections, makes it highly risky, man, because you a lot of times these guys are betting on low level UFC talent, man, guys with horrible win-loss records, and that are nowhere near the top echelon of their division, and they're placing heavy chalk on these guys, man, and it's not working out well. So I don't recommend just randomly selecting underdogs too. The concept is right as far as the fact that you're not laying chalk. You are betting on underdogs, but the fact that you're betting so many, and it varies event to event who you're selecting. It's just, to me, that's just opinion-based betting, and that's no way to be either. So there's dangers, like I said, guys. The guys that bet favorites and that try to mix in favorites with their underdogs, you're gonna get bit, man. You're just playing a dangerous game, and you're subscribing dangerous methods to guys that follow you and to other people that are looking to capitalize on your betting opportunities. And I just don't agree with it, man. I'm against that practice. Even if you do make money that event, the practice of laying favorites and betting favorites and laying chalk is just not a smart strategy, guys. It's gonna have long-term repercussions, man, if you start losing, and you're not gonna be able to make that money up without changing that habit. And then, like I said, guys that don't use models and are betting just random underdogs, risking risking a lot of units on those underdogs. And like I said, you can get bit that way too, guys. You need an effective model. You need to develop a model that you're gonna bet based off this criteria. So guys, I would always recommend having an effective betting model. Think about things, guys. Put it in place. There's you can find archived MMA odds going back to 2007, 2008. So you can look at different betting model opportunities that you might develop in your own head, in your own brain, and see how they fare, and like I said, the odds are archived out there, guys. If you would like to do that, I love archived odds. But those are just common mistakes I see. Guys betting favorites, or mixing in favorites with their bets, which is very stupid in my opinion, because their hand will get bit and they will cry. Or guys that just bet random underdogs without effective modeling, and you're gonna get bit that way too, because what's really stopping you or telling you to make a certain selection? You know, how are you gonna learn your lesson if you lose multiple units on an event and don't really see the flaws in your thinking? So those are just like I said, guys, I'm a big proponent of having an effective model. I run a very effective model for the UFC. It's very ultra conservative, and you know what, guys, I leave money on the table to just save my back, man. I don't care about betting everything under the sun. I'm not into it. I'd rather have very few plays throughout the year. And like I said, guys, I'm gonna pull this up for you real quick, but you can see, I mean, this is very ultra conservative, man. But the units I risk are greatly more than what people risk on their average unit. So using my present model at date from 2010 to present, 23.99 units total of profit divided by 13 years, we're only averaging plus 1.85 unit per year. But that's just telling you how ultra conservative it is, man. Very ultra conservative. And with a model like that, you stack your units higher, man. Your average unit risk would be greater. And like I said, because our average bets per year is way lower than what guys, guys are playing super high volume plays, man. And I'm not into that as far as MMA/UFC betting. With the NFL, my plays are higher volume. But within this model, guys, is an effective counterweight system. It prevents you from getting exposed too far, from just having a model like these guys that's just very top heavy, where there's just all this steam, all this locomotion, and there's no effective counterweight to really stop these guys from losing all these units, or just getting lambasted certain events, So like I said, I truly believe in betting on underdogs. I truly believe in developing an effective model, and I don't recommend you following guys that lay the chalk on favorites, that mix in favorites with their underdogs, that just bet random underdogs for no rhyme or reason. It's just opinionated betting, guys. Not saying you can't win with opinionated betting, but I don't recommend it. You need to develop your own model. You need to develop your own strategy. And just be careful, guys. Be careful with some of these betting influencers in the MMA community that they don't have money. They're not risking any type of money. Yeah, they have some great YouTube videos, and I even watch some of those guys just because I enjoy hearing other people discuss MMA. I enjoy hearing other people break down fights. I enjoy other people's opinion, whether I may agree or disagree with it. But guys, you have to be careful in who you follow. Don't risk money you don't have. Don't do things that don't make sense. And develop your own model. Develop your own betting strategy, guys. That's what will empower you the most. And like I said, I run an ultra conservative model. I have an effective counterweight system built into the model, where these other guys, they lack the brakes on any type of picks, man. They're all top heavy. It's all locomotion. It's all steam. Go forward, go forward, go forward. And some of those guys just get wrecked, man. So just be very careful in your betting strategy, guys. I cannot stress that enough.